Hello， 咁多位，歡迎大家收睇由康文署主辦嘅 We Web Web 合家歡音樂天才自家製 Live。咁今日呢個直播節目咧係好特別嘅，因為我哋邀請咗咧好多人上嚟同我哋玩音樂同埋傾偈喎。除咗有我哋兩位嘅音樂小天才 Hannah 同埋 Anakin 之外咧，我哋仲邀請咗著名嘅香港嘅鋼琴家羅乃新女士 Nancy， 同埋我哋呢個節目嘅策劃人龔志成先生阿公上嚟同我哋傾偈嘅。咁仲有一個好特別嘅地方嘅喎，就係咧呢個節目咧，大家係可以隨時喺個 comment section 嗰度留低一啲意見啊，或者同我哋傾下偈問題啊，睇下想問下我哋兩位小音樂家同埋兩位 guest 嘅。OK， 咁事不宜遲啦，我哋首先邀請 Hannah 為我哋演奏一曲先。
好精彩、好精彩嘅演出㗎。有陣時我記得咧，Hannah 之前好似上過你電台演出過嘅。兩個都有。咁幾耐之前係上次聽佢？都係舊年咯，係咪？係1月份啦。有Anakin都係差唔多。係咩？係啦。咁個變化唔同咗，有冇啲？係啊，Hannah 淨高咗啦。同埋睇佢演奏，覺得佢真係成熟咗。所以其實我都好想聽下 Anakin 啊。好，不如而家叫 Anakin 吹埋俾我哋聽啊！哇！啱啱聽完兩個好精彩嘅小音樂家嘅演出。我諗咧，可能喺即係呢個應該係電腦旁邊啊，即係睇緊嗰啲人咧，可能有啲小朋友啊，或者爹哋媽咪就想講：哇！我都想好似佢咁叻啊！我又想學啊嚇咁我想問下，其實你哋有冇經歷過呢個階段咧？即係你有冇睇到邊個吹小號，或者睇到邊個拉 violin，然後話：哇！我都想好似佢咁啊，我都想學啊咁啊！
我一開頭咧係想學一個好似，因為我媽媽咧有個泰國嘅朋友係吹一個叫做圓號嘅樂器，佢咧望落去好似一個蝸牛個殼咁樣。一開頭咧我就話想，哇！我想吹呢個啊，哇！好型啊，我好中意啊。跟住咧咁樣我報樂器啦，知唔知咧個英文名報錯咗做 trumpet， 就學咗 trumpet 咯。
即係唔係 French horn 你就學咗 trumpet。
咁 Hannah 咧？你講一開始係啊，即係你有冇細個睇到邊個拉琴啊，或者聽到呢個樂器，然後就哇，我好想學啊！有冇㗎？
我細個聽過一個叫 Project 嘅細琴家，咁
好 inspired 咯 by 佢嘅 playing，因為佢嘅 playing 好有個 personal touch 咯，咁好欣賞呢個，所以就想學咯。
我知道最近你有機會跟佢上堂啊，係咪？係咪一個
7堂咁好嘢？
係咪一個夢想成真？
係真係。
嗱咁啊，今日呢個節目叫做音樂天才
自家製
自家製啦嚇。咁啊問下點樣自家製先嗱，因為你哋兩個都一定係天才啦，因為你有天賦嘅才華啦。咁但係個興趣咧就未必係天賦嘅喎。咁你初學呢個樂器嘅時候咧，你有啲咩感覺㗎嚇？尤其是你啦，你都唔係想學呢個樂器㗎嘛，你想學嗰個好似蝸牛嗰個㗎嘛，係咪？
好難咯，因為你唔係真係阿父就吹到響，要真係要經過唔同嘅訓練，即係唔係你真係一拎上手，哇我吹到啦咁樣咯。好難咯，學嗰陣時。
咁 Hannah 咧？
要堅持咯，覺得最重要。同埋一開始拉係難嘅，因為第一次接觸音樂，同埋接觸呢個樂器小提琴啦，咁對你嚟講都難。不過我嘅興趣，咁我會堅持落去咯。
咁啊頭先睇你哋兩個表演啦，我諗阿公你都覺得佢哋兩個係好即係好 enjoy 啦嚇。咁完全唔覺得咧佢哋辛苦嘅喎。不過我諗你哋兩個一定係經歷咗好多好辛苦嘅時間啦嚇，因為要苦練啦。咁我想問下咧，除咗辛苦之外咧，有冇試過痛苦啊？
哇！辛苦啊！
你知唔知辛苦同痛苦有冇分別先？
我覺得差唔多喎。
即係都係咁慘啊嘛。
係咯。
嗱，辛苦
即刻望向媽咪嗰邊。
即係有冇試過咧？係我唔得啦，我唔想再學啦，我想 I just want to give up。即係痛苦，直情係痛不欲生。
有嘅，因為練嘢，你有時候你返完學。温完書做埋功課，你練完嘢都冇時間做其他嘢啦，你會好攰咯。即係做完嘢好似冇得玩，好悶啊，跟住又瞓覺啦，跟住聽日又一樣啦，又要做功課温書，跟住練嘢啦，係咯，跟住就會好攰。點解練完嘢之後冇得做其他嘢玩啊？要玩啊，咁樣咯，就會覺得好攰咯，就係。
咁但係咧，到你吹到嘅時候咧，或者我知道你都參加好多比賽啦，好多時候都有攞獎啦，又出 CD 啦，你會唔會覺得好彩我有經歷啲咁辛苦嘅時刻？
係嘅，因為如果我冇經歷嘅話咧，我即係如果我一早就放棄咗，我唔會知道我依家會上電視，我依家會錄音，我有隻 CD。咁即係堅持到落嚟先，好攰咯。要真係唔可以半途而廢咯，突然間就冇噶啦。如果你半途而廢，
同唔同意啊 Hannah？
我覺得係咁，拉琴或者玩樂器都會遇到啲困難。咁覺得如果有機會就好滿意，即係睇到自己努力之後，呢個結果就好開心咯，好滿意嘅係。
但係正如 Nancy 就講嗰個其實睇你哋玩嘅時候係你哋 enjoy 嘅，即係有樂趣。咁我成日都覺得，即係英文叫 play music 啊，係一個其實一種玩嘅，咁而唔應該係一個夾硬嚟啊，好辛苦咁樣做出嚟。咁但係好多時候咧，你要 enjoy 嗰樣嘢咧，亦都要喺個心裏邊跑出嚟。咁我覺得古典音樂個訓練咧，其實有好痛苦嘅一個階段咧，即係好可能係初撳小提琴線嘅時候手指好痛啊，或者嗰啲咁嘅嘢。咁但係你一定要去經過嗰個真係辛苦嘅訓練嘅階段咧，你先可以把握到個樂器，你先會 enjoy 到嗰樣嘢。咁所以即係呢一個係古典樂器係一個最大嘅挑戰咯。
同埋真係要堅持咯嚇。不過咧，我又諗可能有啲小朋友咧見到你哋兩個就話：哇，好慘啊！佢兩個淨係要練嘢嚇。Anakin 又話冇得玩啊，我就真係唔想好似佢哋咁啦。不過咧，據我所知咧，你哋就唔係咁慘噶喎嚇。因為咧有啲嘢咧係因為你好中意做嚇，咁所以咧你就去接受佢嘅挑戰啦。咁因為你接受咗個挑戰咧，你就想會做得更好咯喎。你知唔知係咪啊？嚇！你哋兩個都成日做過喎，因為你中意做嗰樣嘢，你享受嗰樣嘢，所以你去接受個挑戰，所以你就要練好多，令到你做嗰樣嘢做得更好啦。
你哋啱啱先做過。
係咯。
平時你中意嗰樣嘢咧？
嚇？
係咯。
唔係你唔係淨係拉琴噶嘛，你有 live 噶嘛？呢個節目叫做音樂天才 live 啊嘛，係咁你有啲咩係你除咗拉琴之外你好 enjoy 嘅？
唞休息嘅打機咯。
打機係啊，係咪啊？係咪你兩個都好中意打機㗎？
係。
其實打機咧同練琴咧係好有關係嘅喎。咁講下打機點樣可以幫助你練琴？How to make you become a better musician？ 係。
我覺得打機要諗嘢諗得好快咯，因為當一個敵人嚟，咁你要 reflex 好快，你只要撳就係咯，會同埋眼手協調咯，係啊，覺得呢個幫助好多。
係咯，都係咁樣咯。
唔係，同埋咧，因為in music making 咧，我哋有一樣嘢叫做anticipation 啊嘛，中文嘅咩？即係預測係啦。咁你打機咧，你一定要 anticipate 噶嘛，係嘛？同埋你個反應會好快㗎，係嘛？咁會唔會有時咧，你練琴嘅時候咧，都會用一啲你打機嘅技巧落去練嘅？
暫時冇，不過可能 future 會有。
其實係真係得嘅喎，係尤其是你如果係拉一啲嘅 fugal 嘅嘢咧，即係有唔同嘅聲部咧嚇，咁你睇下佢唔係每個聲部自己咁樣出嚟噶嘛，佢好多時候係咁樣有 intermix 㗎嘛，咁你打機即係嗰啲叫咩 Tetris 嗰啲，你就要從唔同嘅係啦唔同角度去睇嘢咯嚇。
即係講緊即係 Hannah 拉嗰啲 Bach 嘅 solo violin pieces 嘅時候，就用打機嘅心態處理個 counterpoint 嗰啲問題。
係，同埋你要鋪排咯嚇。
雖然我第一次聽。
你有冇打機㗎你？
我冇打機，所以我唔好明白嘅。
OK，咁我又想問下咯喎，即係咧，頭先聽到你喺入邊講啦，你話 Perlman 講呢個彈 Tchaikovsky 最緊要係咩咧？咁你話要係個表達你個 person 啊，個 personality 啦嚇。咁我想你兩個形容下你自己嘅 personality， 同埋你覺得咧喺你嘅 personality 裏邊咧，有邊一樣係令到你最適合去pursue 呢一個嘅 career as a musician 嘅咧？
我覺得我其中一個 personality 係好個 concentration span 好多，因為我覺得當要練琴，你要練某一首歌都難嘅，咁你要堅持落去，同埋我覺得我 concentration 比較好咯。
即係你一個好專心同埋好堅持嘅人。係。會唔會都好硬頸啊？唔會嘅。
唔會，我覺得係咯，專心咯。我覺得我專心呢方面比較好咯。
專心同硬頸都係一線之差。Anakin 咧？
我覺得我即係肯練嘢勤力咯。即係我專心唔係，因為我好容易俾其他嘢搞到我分心咁樣咯。但係起碼即係我肯，即係我唔會話我唔要練嘢，我唔想練嘢啊，我唔要啊咁樣咯。即係我會起碼即係日日我夜晚要練嘢啦，咁我就練啦。跟住我可能練多次，好啊，練多一次啊咁樣咯。
其實我諗係除咗呢個好強烈嘅責任感咧，你哋都對你哋嘅樂器咧，有一個好強烈嘅 passion 咯，嗰種熱誠咯。而我覺得呢樣嘢係最緊要嘅。
咁仲有一樣，除咗個熱誠之外，就係嗰種嘅尊重，個 respect。係啦，即係我諗，如果你玩樂器嘅人咧，其實最基本咧，玩得好唔好都可以對個樂器嘅尊重。咁呢個係個好重要嘅一個情況。
好啦，睇我哋傾緊偈嘅同時咧，其實我哋個 comment section 啊，除咗係好多啲拍手掌啊、like 啊、心心之外咧，都有啲好得意嘅問題過嚟。有一條問題咧係問你嘅 Anakin， 係啦，有位朋友就話：點解你吹到好似唔使唞氣咁嘅？你吸一次氣，有冇數過你可以吹到幾多個音咧？呢條問題好特別啊！
呢啲就唔使數嘅，即係你唔會計，即係我吸咗呢一秒氣，我可以吹幾耐，跟住我呢一度要吸。如果唔係，我呢度吹多一秒，我就會唔得。係即係你平時練嘢，你會知道，我呢度要早啲吸氣，或者呢度要吸多啲。如果唔係咧，我之後咧就會冇氣啦。咁係咯，都係咁咯。即係你要練嘢，知道你自己，即係譬如我呢度。我成日會自己吹大聲嘅，咁我覺得好聽啲。但係呢度我會冇氣喎，咁我就要喺前少少，或者係咯，喺 即係可能加個位，呢度我吸一次氣啦咁樣。即係練嘢嘅時候，你要慢慢即係係咯，
去訓練自己，去計劃下邊啲位，
計劃下我呢度要點點點，我呢度又要點點點咁樣咯。
即係呢個都係一個訓練費用量嘅一個機會嚟喎。好啦，跟住另外有條問題咧，就係問兩位young talent 嘅，係啦，佢哋話咧，你哋有冇一啲喺香港嘅音樂家，可能係大你哋10幾年到嘅，譬如20幾30歲嘅，你哋覺得都好欣賞佢哋嘅咧？或者你10年後，你覺得你自己 Anakin 係一個點樣嘅人，係做緊啲乜嘢嘅咧？
如果香港方面，我之前學校聖保羅男女中學有個叫李仲監嘅，李維岸仲監，咁佢就好 inspire 我去開始 music， 同埋佢亦都好俾好多意見啊，同埋幫助我好多咯。係。
即係變成好似一個伯樂咁樣，即係賞識你咁。其實都好有意思，即係有陣時我哋即係做策劃人嘅角色嘅時候咧，其實都有諗呢樣嘢。我哋係識個策劃人咧，可以點樣幫助到一啲年青有才能嘅藝術家嗰啲咁嘅嘢，咁覺得係好有意思嘅。所以如果 Hannah 可以 appreciate 到佢之前呢位老師點樣賞識佢，點樣 inspire， 點樣鼓勵佢，我覺得都係好有意思嘅樣嘢。
係，同埋李偉安總監由細到大都嚟睇我 concert 啊，俾我意見啊，跟住如果我有咩問題可以問佢咯。Okay. 所以好多謝佢。
咁我又好想知道咧，頭先個問題話咧，10年之後咧，你會點睇你自己啊？
你以為25歲係咪？唔係22歲，12歲。
22歲10年後 Anakin。
唔知喎。
OK。
你想咧？
真係想啊。喺啲樂團裏面做嘢。
你好似問我哋個問題咁樣。
Hannah。
如果俾我諗 anything related to music 咯，
Okay.
或者如果可以 inspire 多啲 younger kids 或者 younger generation 去開始行 music 或者欣賞 music 咯。
對佢嚟講咧，要做世界最好嘅小提琴家係咪你最希望嘅一個嘅目標咧？
咁拉得好咁梗係希望啦，但係冇講一定要最好咯。咁覺得自己拉得好，自己 enjoy 我行緊呢條路，同埋我想 inspire 啲 younger kids 或者等佢哋 appreciate music 咯。
好明顯受咗佢以前嘅老師影響。Just very good。
你會唔會都想做老師啊？
都可以啊，係 anything music wise 係。
咁啊，好特別喎，因為咧你哋兩位咧10年後嘅睇自己咧，都係離唔開音樂嘅喎，即係你哋10年都係一個好長嘅時間，真係冇諗過會中途放棄嘅，冇諗過嘅，好堅持將會。
我冇諗過放棄係因為我讀書唔好啦，跟住我諗到我好嘅嘢，我運動又唔係特別好，哇，好跑得好快，哇，超人咁樣啊咁。我淨係諗到我音樂好，所以
發揮你嘅專長。
俾我諗我9至10歲有一段時間就係咁同媽咪講，見街朋友可以成日都考完試可以去玩啊，成日都唔使練琴啊，係啊，咁我就要練咁多啊，咁嗰陣時就有啲唔公平咯，覺得。但係媽咪就 show 咗一個叫寧峰嘅細琴家，咁佢就好堅持落去，咁我就想向佢學習咯，係。
有一個問題咧，都係想問下咁多位嘅，即係有個觀眾都覺得其實香港啊，好似好難可以發掘一個好好嘅土壤俾一啲好年輕嘅音樂家去培養佢自己啊！即係可能大家有啲咩都係讀好書啊，考好個 DSE 啊咁樣。咁大家點睇呢一個狀況咧
？Nancy 講先。
你講先啦。
我講先。即係我自己係喺香港幾廿年，觀察緊香港成個音樂生態個發展咧。咁其實好多感受，我覺得其實一個健全嘅生態嘅發展係需要好多唔同人扮一個唔同嘅角色，而係 做好佢最好嘅個崗位係即係做得最好，即係由我哋要有好有才能嘅年青嘅藝術家開始，咁變成亦都會變成咧好多時候所謂我就講我好似我作為一個策劃人嘅身份啦，點樣去幫到 support 到呢一班嘅年青嘅樂手，甚至再高一個層次啲，好似今日嘅節目係其實係康文署主辦嘅。咁喺某程度嚟講，康文署係代表咗香港政府嘅藝術嘅政策啦，咁樣。咁所以喺某方面，佢哋都要扮演一個好重要嘅角色嘅。咁當然另外一樣嘢就係、其實正話 Anakin 都講咗一樣嘢，讀書有陣時好辛苦。香港讀書真係好辛苦，咁變成咧好多好有才華嘅年青樂手咧，要同時兼顧。有啲細路仔可能佢想練10個鐘頭琴嘅。但係冇可能嘅，咁樣就所以點樣可以當我哋見到一啲有特別才能嘅年青人嘅時候，點樣可以將個制度好多好即係僵化嘅東西靈活化咗，令到呢班有才華嘅年青人咧，可以真係更加可以更加深更加遠嘅發展啊！所以我覺得如果可以。即係唔係一個人係可以做到，唔係話我哋有個全世界第一嘅小提琴家咧，就可以搣到個成個就係改變晒成個環境，係大家都要向住個共同目標咁樣去發展。
Nancy 咧，
我覺得我哋要珍惜佢哋咯。嚇，咁所以咧，如果要珍惜佢哋嘅話咧，就真係要陪伴佢哋成長啦，即係要多啲去明白佢哋嘅經歷嘅困難啦，嚇，咁然後俾多啲鼓勵佢哋啦。但係咧，我覺得咧，而家呢一代嘅青少年咧，都要學習珍惜佢哋自己有嘅嘢。因為我記得我自己學音樂嘅時候咧，香港係乜嘢都冇㗎。即係大會堂咩音樂會，咁係完全冇機會去接觸音樂㗎。咁我仲記得我讀中學嘅時候，我係自己去紅寶石嗰度，每個星期有個音樂欣賞會。
紅寶石對面嗰個窩打老道圖書館。
唔係圖書館啊，係直情係陳浩才先生，係你唔知俾幾多錢，成個晏晝佢就有啲音樂俾你聽。我真係唯一一個途徑就係咁樣。咁變咗我聽到嘅嘢嘅時候，我就會好專心、好珍惜。咁我覺得而家嘅小朋友呢，因為樣嘢都個機會多咗好多啦嘛。咁有時候呢，可能啲小朋友就覺得，唉，我又要學呢樣嘢，我要做呢樣嘢。但係其實希望佢哋都能夠懂得珍惜呢一樣嘢，可能係佢哋一生嘅同佢哋風雨同路、並肩同行嘅朋友嚟㗎咯。
係兩位年輕嘅音樂家都額頭。好，咁多謝晒今日咁多位上嚟傾偈啦，亦都特別多謝 Hannah 同埋 Anakin 你哋兩個嘅演出啦。咁大家唔好離開住，因為而家呢個咧只係第一部分嘅啫，我哋會休息10分鐘。10分鐘之後咧，我哋就會有另外2位一樣都係非常之才華洋溢嘅年輕人上嚟同大家玩下吉他嘅。咁陣間10分鐘之後見。
This is Major Tom to ground control. I'm stepping through the door, and I'm floating in a most peculiar way. And the stars are very different today. Here am I sitting in my tin can, far above. I look at the floor and I see it needs sweeping. Still my guitar gently weeps. I don't know why nobody told you how to unfold your love. I don't know why someone controlled you. They bought and sold you.
Oh, thank you, Saxon and Jarvis， 好犀利啊！我哋呢度咧，其實我哋錄影呢個位置係好多人喺度嘅，好多工作人員咧，大家都忍唔住要咁樣摁啊，因為真係好犀利。咁我哋第二 part 非常之榮幸啦，我哋就邀請到兩位係自學吉他嘅 Saxon 同埋 Jarvis 嘅 Welcome to our show。除此之外咧，仲有依然有我哋嘅策劃人阿公啦，同埋我哋有一位咧係喺90年代已經開始進行唔同類型嘅音樂表演啦，有作曲同埋演奏嘅 Zoe，Welcome Zoe， 係啦，咁我哋都可以傾下偈啦，同埋大家亦都係一樣可以隨便咧，就係喺個 comment section 嗰度留 comment 嘅。Hey guys， 好犀利啊 ！Lots of people like giving compliments. They are yeah, and they are like, how can we get your record? Somebody asks, is there a record that they can purchase from you? 可唔可以買到佢哋嘅 CD?
Well, there's nothing out yet, but you can follow our Facebook and Instagram. That's where you can see the music we play. All right, yeah. So, where should I look? If you want to follow us on Facebook, you can just type in Saxon and Jarvis. We should come up there. It's the same for Instagram, yeah.
So we start the program by promoting. Usually they end with the promoting. 係啦，佢哋有 Facebook 嗰啲嘅，係啦，大家記住去 follow 佢哋啊。咁so is that the first time you met them?
Yeah, this is the first time, and it's I've seen some of their stuff on YouTube before, so I knew what they did. But I've got lots of burning questions because you're so young and you're very accomplished musicians. So, yeah, absolutely true. When did you start? I bet everyone asks you this question, don't they? So when did you start playing?
佢哋幾時開始學佢哋嘅音樂嘅？
Yeah, I started around 7 years ago. I was in year 2. Yeah.
Wow, so you must have been like 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you were 7. And did you both start playing at the same time?
Well, I started with guitar and Jarvis started with piano. And so once I got a guitar and started lessons, that's when I think must have been a year later, he got a guitar and we just started learning together, yeah.
Great. So is he your younger brother?
Yes.
So did he do that kind of younger brother thing of like saying, oh, I want to do what he's doing? How did you feel about that?
Yeah, well, I actually, when he used to have guitar lessons, he would be in like the room with his teacher, then I'd just be like looking through the door, seeing what he's doing, and I just always wanted to do that as well. So then I got myself a guitar, and then started playing together.
I see. So the piano really just went. Did you carry on with the piano as well?
I still play piano,
Oh, okay.
but I guess guitar just kind of took over. But I still can get around it. Yeah.
So what other instruments you guys play as well?
I play bass, not upright bass, just electric bass. We both play drums. I don't know that much piano. He would know more about fingerings and stuff like that. But yeah.
Guitar, drums, piano, bass.
But you also sing, right?
Yeah, we sing, yeah.
所以佢哋係又唱歌啦，又打鼓啦，又彈琴啦，同埋係其實係哥哥學先嘅，咁就細佬就係偷偷地喺隔離，哥哥要學，我又要學咁樣，然後最後就去到7年時間就去到而家嘅 level 啦。
But I remember you telling me that you mostly learned how to play the instrument on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's like you guys
Nowadays,
don't like to have teachers.
Yeah, not anymore, no.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right. Well, now we actually do guitar lessons in DB.
Oh.
Yeah, we teach.
You're
Yeah.
now
You
the
don't want a
teacher.
teacher, but you want to be a teacher.
Yeah.
I've got another question. So I'm a parent and I've got 3 children, and I've got a couple of issues. Like, I'm in a band with my husband, okay, and my children kind of try and play with each other. They're all learning a different instrument, and they try and play with each other. But just to give you an idea about my kids, like, I once invented a game when we were on a long train journey just to try and keep them busy. And I invented an imaginary ball. And so we started throwing the ball around. Imaginary ball, not a real ball. And they started to fight over the imaginary ball, right? So my question is to you, how's your relationship when you're like working together musically? Do you ever have moments where you just want to pick up your guitar and
係啦，所以
cause harm to each other.
Zoe 自己都有小朋友，咁究竟如果小朋友之間一齊學音樂，究竟係點樣去合作嘅咧？Like how did you guys fight?
Well, of course, there's always going to be moments, but it never lasts. When it comes to music, it's always the music first. You try not to get like personal things, like you got to get that stuff out of the way if you actually want to get somewhere. So yeah.
So do you think that's more down to the kind of people you are, like your natural character, or do you think that you've actually had to put these rules in place and say, you know, let's not fight about little things?
Well, there was
Music
never
has
rules like that. It's just kind of like, I guess it might be kind of like, it's kind of obvious maybe. Of course, there's moments, right? But yeah, we never really set rules or any of that.
I think it's like, I mean, they really impressed me as like quite mature and very, very disciplined. And is it because I mean, music is your main goal, main objective. So in a way, this is always the first priority. And I really enjoy watching them play together because they have a kind of like energy, they kind of like understanding only like brothers or sisters will have. Can you explain a little bit about the kind of like connection?
佢可唔可以解釋下嗰個兄弟之間嗰個好特別嘅默契啊？我哋喺現場特別係睇到嘅 the special chemistry。
Yeah, well, I guess it's like you said, kind of a brother thing, bit of telepathy. We're thinking the same things when we're playing, and if we're writing a song like the one you just heard, and we're like thinking of what should we do next, sometimes we have the same ideas, like we just play the same thing and we agree. So yeah, that's a good connection.
Can I ask if you have a favorite guitarist? You're obviously really into the guitar as an instrument. So do you have the same favorite guitarist?
Yeah, there's like heaps. Yeah, it's really hard to pick one.
No, you got to pick one.
Well, there's this great Australian guitarist. His name is Tommy Emmanuel.
Oh, I know.
Oh yeah, and yeah, he's big worldwide, and we actually got to meet him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and he signed. You can see that.
Oh,
that's so nice.
佢哋嘅吉他偶像喺佢哋個吉他個上面係簽咗名。
Yeah, he was playing a show here in Hong Kong, and we sent him a link to us playing a video to playing a song that he did with his brother,
Yeah.
and he liked it, so he invited us backstage, and we hanged out. He showed us a couple tips and stuff, and he mentioned there was this part when we were talking about what we were going to do at summer, and then we said that we were going to Nashville in America, and then he said, to visit this convention, and then he talked about this guitar convention to honor the style of finger picking, and yeah, so he invited us there, and then we met him again there. It's good fun. He's a good guy. He's
So-
probably one of our favorites, definitely.
So would Tommy Emmanuel be your favorite guitarist as well? Or do you have anyone else that you...
He'd definitely be one of them. Yeah. Yeah.
Because I'm curious, like you were just talking about finger picking technique. Because when I first saw you guys, I asked if you guys play electric guitar, and apparently you guys are not so keen on playing electric guitar, but more acoustic. And I noticed like you guys focus so much on the fingering. So can you demonstrate a little bit about the finger picking
可唔
technique?
可以
Yeah.
示範一下嗰個 fingering 嘅一個獨特嘅手法啊？
I just with we do play electric guitars. It's not that we don't like it or not keen or anything like that. It's just when performing, I think there's a better chance with acoustics without backing drums or anything like that. Yeah, it's gonna be more of a full sound if it's two acoustic bodies rather than two amped up guitars. But with the finger picking that you talked about, you can do a demonstration.
Yeah, I'll show an example of like the whole finger style techniques. So, oh yeah, could you maybe
Yeah, hold it, yeah.
So you got there's two parts of it. So you got like the bass. It's like, the bass, and then the melody comes in. Yeah, that's basically it. You got another example. This is a song by the Beatles, and it goes like so. That's the piano bit, and then the bass comes in. Yeah, two things at once. It's like the two hands on the piano, you know?
Okay. So in the composition you guys are doing now, so you got with this kind of techniques, right? Okay. Yeah. And also, how about the Mozart's Turkish march you guys always play? Is that also showing a lot of finger technique in
We don't use fingerstyle for that.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not. That's a different. Just like more the arrangement.
Yeah, it's more like strumming,
Okay.
like doing the
Okay.
sync chords and melodies, stuff like that.
Okay, nice.
So, if someone's watching today and they see you guys playing the guitar and they go, "Wow, I think that's something I would really like to do," where would you suggest they start?
Like both of us did, I think it's always important to start with a teacher in person. That's like the best thing you can do. They can move your fingers, tell you where to go, whereas like a screen or a YouTube video can't really do that. After with a teacher in real life, then you can do YouTube videos if you have a bit more of an understanding. Yeah.
即係頭先 Zoe 就問我其實如果我真係好想學喎，但我唔知點學，咁點算呢？咁阿 Saxon 同埋 Jarvis 都話其實最好咧都係跟咗一個老師學嘅，咁之後佢哋就可以有機會可能去 YouTube 嗰度話自己去跟翻片入邊嘅人學都得嘅，係啦。
I also have another question. I mean, as a parent, I see my kids kind of in the music that I like and the music my kids like is very, very different. And they're very into things that are very modern and kind of forward-looking. But when I hear what you guys are playing, like you're kind of playing, like you're wearing a Nirvana t-shirt. I listened to Nirvana when I was your age. So you're kind of, one of the complaints I hear from some parents is like, my kids aren't interested in music that went before. They just care about music now. But you guys are kind of looking back. So where did that come from? Is it just that that's the style you like, or were you influenced by friends or family?
It's just down to opinion, what kind of music you like. Cause yeah, I'm wearing a Nirvana shirt. That's like my bag, all that kind of stuff. But if kids listen to newer music nowadays, that's still fine. Like you can't really blame them. But just our bag is just rock music, even finger picking, of course. Cause like even though those two are quite different, we still like a broad range of music.
Yeah, so we like the rock style, like AC/DC, Guns N' Roses, Nirvana, all those type of hard rock and blues bands. And then we've got also the country fingerstyle side, like Tommy Emmanuel, Chet Atkins, John Mayer. Yeah, John Mayer is he's a person people listen to these days, and he is like fingerstyle. He's a good guitarist as well. So yeah.
頭先阿 Zoe 就問咗個問題，就係好特別嘅，因為兩兄弟佢哋玩嘅音樂係好比較舊嘅，有啲可能係直頭係佢哋都未出世嘅。So I was curious too. So you guys were playing in a bar in Discovery Bay, right? So are there like young friends or fans that who like to listen to your like oldies? Yeah, or like mostly there are or like in their mid-40s or what? Will you feel a little bit lonely? 會唔會覺得有啲哎呀點解大家都係啲年輕人都係中意聽啲我唔係特別彈嘅音樂啊咁樣呢？
But I think it's in a way it's kind of like in the earlier program.
Yeah.
Two young musicians playing like music from 19th century, from early 20th century. So I think music's ageless. That's the thing, and especially if that's something you can relate to. I mean, music doesn't necessarily have to change over time. Sometimes, like because of technology, it will affect the musical style a lot. But essentially, the spirit of music is always the same. A beautiful melody is a beautiful melody. Interesting chord progression is an interesting chord progression. A good performer is a good performer. So I think
It's
that's how they
timeless.
feel even at such a young age. Yeah.
Yeah. Agree.
Can I ask the question that probably a lot of Hong Kong parents would ask? I'm not that kind of parent, but I know there are lots of parents out there which would say, do you focus on your studies? What about your academic side? What's your situation with that?
That's important too, because you gotta have an education, right?
I'm not that bothered about it, but I
okay.
absolutely support people who,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Music comes first, right? But it's not like I'm still really interested in English, psychology, stuff like that. It's not like I only do music. We both have other interests, but yeah, it's other stuff is still important, like school stuff. Don't slack behind that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
is it easy to balance like your practice time, your performance time with like getting your homework in on time?
It's a little hard for me, kind of balancing it. Yeah, but you get through in the end. Yeah.
There's a kind of similar question here from our audience. Is that, do they practice together a lot? Like, look, they are very difficult since they should have their own life after school. So what if like say for Saxon, I would like to play basketball, but then Jarvis say, but let's play guitar together. So how are you going to deal with that? Especially when, you guys are growing up, you have your own circle of friends. 你哋有自己嘅朋友，自己又會對住個電話 with your cell phone. So how did you manage that?
It's usually very natural. It's not like, okay, let's play music at this time. It's like music can be done whenever you want, and it has to feel natural. Of course, you can still be like, all right, let's meet up at this time to practice this song. Like, sure, but you don't always have to force it. And if it feels forced, then it won't work.
True.
It's not gonna work, but it can work. It can work sometimes, yeah. But
A
like,
timetable won't hurt, maybe.
yeah. But yeah, we managed to put music first instead of like hanging out with other friends and stuff. And when we do hang out with friends and we come back home, it's just like, all right, let's do some practice now. It's we know it's time when it's time.
In the earlier session, Nancy asked the two young musicians, like, how would you foresee yourself in 10 years' time? Same question for you guys.
10年之後，你哋會點樣睇？你哋將會變成一個點樣嘅人呢？
Well, we plan on we want to stay in Hong Kong, keep playing shows around here. It's so many great opportunities like this, and yeah, we've been playing live concerts for 5 years or even more. So we just want to keep on doing that. Maybe start a band one day with the drummer. Yeah, keep writing music as well. Just keep songwriting. We got so many ideas. We just record them down. Yeah, just keep writing music. All good.
So, Saxon, do you feel the same about that?
Yeah, it's all about getting better at your instrument, getting better at songwriting, because we do have a lot of ideas. So it's just about getting them out.
So in a way, you guys have no doubt that, like, in 10 years' time or even beyond that, you will continue your music career.
Yeah.
Well, when do you guys make that decision that music is my life?
Well, it's just
I can't see myself doing anything else. That's all.
佢哋冇諗過
Yeah.
除咗音樂之外，佢哋可以做啲乜嘢？係啊。Yeah. So from a very, very young age.
yeah.
So can you share a little bit interesting thing about your teaching experience? Because you are young and your students are really young. So what's some interesting thing? 有啲特別嘅嘢，因為佢哋咧其實係有啲好年輕嘅學生嘅。Like, oh, please stop crying, like something like that.
Nah, I actually like like teaching a lot because you get to see how they think when they're first learning a couple chords, and like it kind of takes you back to when you were learning the first couple of stuff. You get to see what they're thinking, and then the joy on their face when they finally get the song. It's really good to feel that, you know, you've taught them something and they're happy about it. Yeah.
What's the youngest age of your student?
7 years old.
7.
Actually, I remember when I first present them, Jarvis is around 9 years old. Yep.
Right, yeah.
Not too long ago.
So you've got some greetings from Australia. So yeah, they're like, whoa, really good music. So you guys are from Australia, right?
Yes.
So how do you feel? Is there some difference between, you know, the young people, the music taste there in Australia and those in Hong Kong? Or is there some special, you know, because you guys are foreigners, so will you think that, oh, there's a lot of difference between the local people music taste and you guys music taste? What do you think about
The local people of Australia?
Yeah.
Well, we don't know too much about it, but I mean, our cousins who live on a farm in Australia, they're into
in a
like
farm.
yeah, they're into all like country kind of stuff, which we that's closer to what we like. Yeah. Our other set of cousins into like they're actually getting into like rock right now, so we can relate to people of
And, we kind of miss a lot. We kind of miss out on a lot of the Australian culture that everyone grows up knowing about in Australia. Like our parents, they know all the old Australian songs that we don't. But yeah, we're kind of learning it through them as well. And yeah.
So 你哋有冇諗過將來即係嚟緊而家疫情啦，嚟緊會唔會當個疫情過咗之後有啲咩最新嘅搞作？So after the lockdown, so hopefully the pandemic is going away. So is there any exciting projects that are coming up for you guys, or oh, you need to catch up with studies?
Well, we got the I think the convention that I talked about earlier is happening again next year, summertime maybe. And
we'll get to meet up with all of the people that we've met online, like a lot of great guitarists our age or around our age that will be going to that convention that we met virtually, so we'll get to meet them in person. Yeah.
Can I ask if the pandemic has changed anything for you as far as, like, you said you've done lots of gigs. Obviously, you know, we haven't been able to do any gigs since this happened. Probably since I think our last gig was February. So when was the last time that you played? Has it affected you, and has it affected you in a positive way, i.e. more time for practice?
疫情有冇影響到佢哋嘅生活或者佢哋嘅一啲練習？
yeah, well, we have had a lot more time to practice, and the last time we played was around the same time, I think, too, at Hemingway's or something. Yeah, but we have spent a lot more time together, I think, without going to school every day. And we've had a lot more time to work on our arrangements. So.
It's affecting all the musicians in a negative way, of course. But opportunities like these is what keeps us going.
We've been doing Facebook live streams a lot. It's been great. We've been getting a lot of our friends in Australia watching, and a lot of great guitarists online asking us questions and stuff. And live streams, yeah, it's a good thing to use. It's kind of like a virtual concert, you know. Yeah.
Well, we only have maybe one more question.
One last one.
Or do you guys have anything you want to share with us? Share with Hong Kong? Share with your friends in Australia?
You have so much love from Australia. Lots and lots of friends from. Yeah. Great to see you boys again. Greeting from Australia. Yeah. From. You can check it later. OK， 咁好多謝晒Saxon 同 Anakin、Zoe 同埋阿公今日同我哋傾偈啦。咁我哋香港其實真係有好多好出色，亦都非常之年輕嘅音樂家嘅。咁希望大家可以繼續支持多啲本土嘅音樂家啦。而另外康文署WeWeWebWeb 合家歡都仲有其他節目嘅，咁大家收睇康文署嘅 Facebook。咁遲啲見，拜拜。